What's up, guys? It's Mr. Reckon here, and welcome to another video. This video is going to be 10 tips to help you win your games in Hypixel Skywars mainly, but I guess you could say Skywars overall. Kit Skywars, obviously. So yeah, guys, I guess we're just going to get right into this. This has been highly demanded, and I haven't done it yet. I feel really bad, but here it is, guys. So let's get to tip number 10. Alright, so number 10 is organize your inventory at all times so you're ready to fight people. Now, the reason you should do this is because you could be like running into something, and you could have like your sword on one side of your inventory and like your I don't know what other thing you use, your bow on the complete other side. You don't want to have that, so you can just quickly press a key on your keyboard or just slide your mouse a tiny bit, because it'll help you a lot more. You'll know where your items are in your hotbar, mostly your hotbar. Your hotbar needs to be so organized. Try to keep it like that. Obviously, it's not like you need to, but it really does help if you actually keep your inventory like that, so you have all your items for, like, you literally keep all your good items in your hotbar. You're gonna need them. Like your blocks, like, look at this screenshot. Like, I got my blocks, I got my food just in case. My fishing rod, because that's what I use, I put it right next so I can go 1-2 on my keys. And my sword at 1. So yeah, that's pretty much tip number 10. It's pretty basic. Number 9. This one's quite a bit more complex. I'm not going to go in from the least effective tips to most effective. These are just 10 tips. I didn't order them in any way. But number 9 is watch your surroundings, and, you know, like, for example, when you're building, make sure no nubs are about to egg you or do something irritating. Like, as you can see here, I watch out for these eggs here from coming to me, and this connects with another tip that we'll do sooner on. So just watch out. You don't want to build a lot, and if you're building and eggs and snowballs are stopping you, make a bridge. I'll show you a clip of bridge in another tip. I have that as a separate tip. And yeah, so you watch your surroundings and, you know, see where people are coming from, and so you know when to attack them, you know when to run. It keeps you from getting tangled into fights that are just gonna stupidly get you killed. So I hope you use that tip. It's kind of useful. So number 8 is don't go in on stacked people or with like a really good freaking fire sword, like a fire sword that will RKO you like freaking easily, unless you're confident that you can combo the shit out of them, like me. And yeah, so if you go in on these people, like in this clip, I have like nothing. And you'll see what happens. Like, you have a high chance of losing the fight if you have, like, shit loot, like a helmet that I just had. But if you're, you know, you're really confident that this kid is really shit and you've watched him the whole game, it's a good high chance that you should go in for that fight. So, just try not to go in on stacked people. Like, if you've stayed on your island for a while, really don't do that. And you stay on your island for a while and you see this guy at center, do not go in on him unless you've got all the loot. You might want to fight other people. You could try that. It's a good idea. And yeah, that's tip number 8. So number 7, get your loot fast. Like, you need to get it Sonic fast. As you can see in this clip, I'm decently fast at getting it, because as you get good at doing that, you'll get to center much quicker and get good loot. So if you just get your loot really quick, you'll be faster than most people, and you can just, like, freaking speed build all the way to center and, you know, get to loot before anyone else. That leads to the next tip. So yeah, just try to get your loot as fast as possible. Just hold shift, left click, just freaking fly that mouse around and get all the items that you need. Don't get all the items or else your inventory is just a trash bag of stuff. And yeah, so this leads to tip number 6. So tip number 6 is you need to get to center as soon as possible. If you get, this is kind of obvious unless you're like MLG at other strategies, but getting to center is a really good idea for you to do, because if you get to center, obviously you'll get the loot, you'll pretty much win the game if you have the if you have the power of PvPing and you know how to take on all these enemies, you know, if you get to center as soon as possible, you get all the loot. What you want to do next is watch your surroundings. You see, that leads back to number 9. So watch your surroundings once you get to center, and getting to center as soon as possible obviously gets you all the good loot. Insane mode, insane mode in teams. Insane mode and normal mode is kind of a different story here. Insane mode, you want to watch your surroundings a shit ton. Normal mode, it's a bit more mellow, and I like normal mode a lot more because it's normal Skywars. Alright, so tip number 5. So tip number 5 is if eggs and snowballs are stopping you, sorry about that, go and build a wall on your bridge as seen in the video right here. As you can see, this guy, I just literally build a wall. I'm like, nah, mate, you're not egging me. So if you do that, it's kind of a good strategy. Like, if you started building a bridge and the guy starts egging you, then you run back and you build another layer on top of those wooden blocks and just make the bridge and build on the side of it for your walk path. And yeah, so if you get there sooner, you know, the kid won't even notice you've gone. And yeah. So number 4, I don't have a too good example for this one, but I think you can understand it if I explain it to you. So this one is pretty much, if you're in a big fight, you want to run off a bit, come back, like, maybe, like, let's say 10 to 20 blocks. You don't want to go super far, but where they kind of ignore you, and come back when there are like 1 to 2 people left and swipe them out. It's kind of easy loot. Like, this is like saying, so if you're too late to center, what you want to do is you want to, once the guy's in a fight at center and he's like decent health, you can go in and slap his ass and get all the loot. But this is a bit risky, but if you're confident enough and you keep on trying this, it'll work. I've done it a few times, and you know what? It's led me to winning the games, and I haven't even got to center that soon, to be honest with you. So it's a really nice strategy. I'd suggest you try to do that if you're like in the middle of a big fight also, and just run off a bit, come back, swipe them out, easy loot, eh? Number 3, you want to use your items to the maximum of your capabilities. What this means is, like, if you've got eggs or a flint and steel, you want to use it. Now, you're probably thinking, you don't really do this. Yeah, I know. I still need practice with this stuff, man. I still need it with this stuff. But as you can see, I kind of use my items to my maximum ability. Like, if you have blocks, just if you have TNT and you don't want to use it, just use it to build, dude. Use your flint and steel. This is the good strategy. On this map. So if you have a water bucket, start with the water bucket kit, obviously. Just use the items to your maximum capability, and I just used the water literally to get to center, and I actually nearly won that game. I sadly had to die at the end. Anyways, so yeah, you use them to your maximum capability, all the items that you have. Like if you have, if you get a pickaxe off of your loot, hold on to that pickaxe. Who knows? Some guy could be camping, the last guy, if you're like one-on-one. Just mine through that with that pickaxe, and you're like, hey, I got it. Use flint and steel, lava buckets, water, etc. Yeah. So that tip was pretty decent for you guys to use. But number two, you're probably thinking, like, why aren't these all PvP tips? These are Skywars tips to help you. Getting better at PvP is up to you, to be honest with you. But number 2 is pick a kit that gives you something to you, like that will help you in the game. Like, for example, I picked the fisherman kit because I get a fishing rod. I get using like every game I play. You guys know that. Because the fishing rod, I'm good with it in PvP, and it actually helps me fight people. But if that really doesn't help you, maybe pick a kit with blocks if you rush really quickly. Like, for example, if you see here, the ecologist kit. This ecologist kit pretty much gives you the blocks that you need to get to center quickly if you're a quick rusher. And pretty much, so yeah, pick a kit that you know will give you something that, like, indeed helps you in the game. Like, that kind of leads to tip 1. It depends what map you're on. So, tip 1, yes. Tip 1 is kind of weird. I don't think anyone would say this, but I do. Know your map. Yes, know your map. It will help you to get to know when to get to center. Like, what to look out for attacks, you know. like just like watching your surroundings. You know, it depends on what map you're on. So if you're on a highly rushing map and you're at center, you'll know that your map, you'll be like, okay, I need to watch my surroundings on this map because I know a lot of people come to center on this. So if you keep doing that, like, no one's gonna get to you, man. You're just gonna watch them, egg them off, or slice them to pieces. That's not how life is, but anyways, and keep people from coming. And, you know, that is because I know my map. So you want to, if you watch out for, it depends what map. If it's a highly rushing map, you'll know your surroundings because you know your map. You'll get them, stop them from coming. And, like, if it's a not really good, big rushing map, you can do something like, and a not really rushing map, you can just plan what you want to do, or go fight other islands, because you know that barely any people even come to center on this map. What's the point? I know my map, we know what we're doing, and the more you get to know your map, the more you win. Key to success. Not really. You need more practice. Like I said, this isn't really something that you can just get right off the bat. If you keep on playing Skywars, the better you get. That's how it happened to me. I used to suck big booty at Skywars. Fun fact, first time I played Skywars, it was at my friend's house on CubeCraft. I sucked so much ass, I didn't even know what I was doing. So don't worry, if you still suck at Skywars, just keep on playing and try to get those tips together and try to use them. You know, watching your surroundings is honestly gonna help you once you're at center. But if you're not at center, if someone else is already at center, wait till they're in a fight. But if they never get in a fight, well then maybe just clear up the other people. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want a number, if you want a if you guys want five Skywars strategies, if you want that, then be sure to go smack the like button with Sir Bacon. And if this video was any more informational, if it was informational, yes, then why not go ahead and subscribe and like? If you said yes, then yeah, I guess so. And if you want more, obviously, just be sure to go and smack the like button. See you guys in the next video. Bye!